Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to the Postgame Rapid reaction stream here tonight. Thanks for being here, everybody. What a game. Wow. Wasn't exactly how I thought things were going to go, but the Kraken opened things up. The regular season, Game 1. Glad to have you guys along tonight. Kraken taking on the Anaheim Ducks on the road. And, Shane Wright making his NHL regular season debut, dipping his toes a little bit. Didn't get a whole lot of ice time tonight. And I think that was intentional. Coaching staff kind of letting him just take it all in. He had friends and family in the building. So we'll talk about that a little bit. We're going to recap, react to the game. I did leave a little bit of a poll here in the chat if you guys want to vote on that. Thanks for tuning in tonight. The question being, did you find the ads on the boards a little distracting? I personally did. I think it's a little too much, but that's just kind of the way it goes here in the current modern day of broadcasting. Anyhow, let's talk about the game. Hopefully you guys are all doing good tonight. It was a pretty exhausting one to watch, but a lot of fun. They did some good things, did some bad things, but let's talk about it. Again, coming to you live here, Sasquatch Studio. I'm your host, Mike, here with Sasquatch NHL. You can also catch me on Twitter, of course. I've got the podcast rolling, and it's just good to be here again. The second season of streaming for me. I didn't do a full season last year, but I'm trying to get in here and do as many as I can for season 2 for your Seattle Kraken. So, like I said, it's a little bit of an honor to be in that content rotation. So, thanks for dropping by, you guys. And if you want to, hit that like, subscribe button, all those things, definitely help grow the channel. But, we're kicking things off a little bit here. I want to talk about the game. Got to give some shout outs here in the chat already. Looks like we got Ty Jacobs, Brian Kennicott. We got Gunnar saying we need a goalie. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about it. I feel like, Gru kind of got a rough shake there at the beginning of the game with the way things were handled. But, yeah, tough one. Anyways, thanks for being here, you guys. Definitely appreciate you dropping by. Tonight I'm going to give you my rapid reaction, the way I saw things go for your Kraken against the Ducks. Tell the story just a little bit, what I saw throughout the night. Kraken out on the road, that first regular season game, like we said, at Honda Center. And they were energized, ready to go. A little bit more prepared, I feel like, this year than last year. They start with that clean slate, a deeper roster, some scoring punch added over the summer. Andre Burakovsky coming in as a free agent. Oliver Bjorkstrand, of course, from Columbus in that trade that Ron Francis orchestrated. Did a really good job bringing him in. The Ducks also made a decent number of changes this summer. They brought in some seasoned veterans, Ryan Strome and John Klingberg, and that's important for a team like Anaheim. Frank Vetrano also, he scored tonight. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But, you got to blend the older guys with the younger guys. Sensational talent. Trevor Zegras, also a hero tonight for the Ducks. After Ryan Getzlaf retired there in Anaheim, kind of filling his shoes, some of the vets coming in to try to bring along some of these younger guys. So let's talk about it. Can't wait to have a good time with you guys here tonight. I want you to try to answer a few questions in the chat as we go. First of all, where are you watching from tonight? I'd love to hear where you guys are checking in from and the reach that we're starting to have here on the channel. It's really cool for me to know where you're coming from. I would like to hear your 3 stars, your studs and duds, surprises, maybe some takeaways that you liked, some that you did not. And also, kind of in a little more fun topic, how do you feel about Bowie the Troll? He's going to make his debut at Climate Pledge Arena on Saturday, and he seems to have a pretty good rapport with the community already. I know the reviews on social media were not real great across the country, but it feels like the NHL they're trying to go so bad that it's good, if that makes sense. But anyhow, guys, let's talk about the game tonight. Ducks come in tonight. They were 7th in the Pacific Division last year, 31, 37, and 14. And Dallas Eakins, their coach there, his 3rd year coming in, trying to mix the veterans with the young players like I was talking about, kind of trying to find that right mix. Similar to the Kraken a little bit. They always get good goaltending from John Gibson. Definitely, he did a great job tonight keeping them close throughout. I thought at times the Kraken could have ran away with it, but they did not. The Kraken, 27-49-6 last year. That was last in the Pacific. They went 4-2 in the preseason, Matty Beniers, really the highlight I thought of the preseason for me. He's had a great start and much more prepared coming into this season as a whole. I think the team is. Grew looking for a bounce back, and I don't know if he really felt like he could say he had that tonight. He had some good moments, but I think maybe some bad moments too. Some spots that he got put in that weren't great. But also all eyes on Shane Wright tonight. We've got high hopes for him, and I think intentionally they just kind of, let him sit on the bench just a little more than we would have liked, take it all in. But again, it's going to be a back-to-back tomorrow with LA, so maybe that's intentional. He's going to get more minutes tomorrow. We'll see how things go. Keep it up to date. The lines tonight, quickly looking at the roster coming in, you kind of had Beniers up on that top line with McCann and Burakovsky. Winberg centering Schwartz and Bjorkstrand. I really kind of liked the top six tonight. I thought they did pretty good. The mix-ups at the beginning of the game there, Alexiak, a little bit of a fumble. Not exactly the start they wanted, but we'll talk about that a little bit more. I just want to, kind of quickly look at the lines and what they look like coming into tonight. So that's kind of where we're at. Again, thanks for joining, guys. Let's take a few of your comments here real quick. Ty saying already that, let's see here. If you told me this game ended high glove save on Grew, I would have believed you. Unbelievable collapse. Absolutely dominated that game and can't finish. Yeah, it was a pretty big bummer. I feel like, it's so early and pretty disappointing result tonight, but I definitely saw some good things that we can build on, and hopefully they're going to learn some lessons from this one. I feel like last year they didn't learn those lessons, but maybe this year's going to be a different story. Gunner saying we need a goalie. Yeah, we'll talk about this a little bit. Grew needing that bounce back year. Brian, I missed the game because I flew to Seattle. Oh, right on. Where my dad on Dish blacked out on ESPN Plus. So, yep, you're gonna have to go watch the highlights. Also, jump into the post-game streams here in the market to kind of get that recap. But anyways, guys, thanks for jumping in. It's always a pleasure to have you along. Again, let's hear your studs and duds, your 3 stars. But let's get into it tonight. Let's give you that rapid reaction. I kind of want to talk about how the game went, tell the story a little bit from what I saw during the broadcast as I was tweeting, trying to take it all in. A lot going on tonight, a lot of goals, but, not too bad of a start, but a really, really disappointing result tonight. Kraken come in, and you've got Philip Grubauer in net to start. John Gibson going for the Ducks. Just 51 seconds into the game, and the Kraken up to their old tricks, right? Alexiak behind the net kind of whiffs on a backhand to set it up for the Ducks. They grab the turnover, put it in right in front there. Troy Terry makes no mistake. It's 1-0. Extremely early goal for the Ducks, and this is not the start. This is not the kind of start that the Kraken are going to want to carry forward throughout the season. It's just not what you want. We saw too much of that last year as well. But they kind of gathered themselves. Under 13 minutes left. Grubauer makes a nice little save there, and he feeds the rush the other direction. The Kraken come up the ice, drawing a penalty. Schwartz gets shoved into the board there awkwardly. And the power play kind of comes through here. Good puck movement, good shots coming from Bjorkstrand there on the sidewall. Kraken with some great work, constant pressure, lots of chances. The Ducks take another penalty there, making it 5-on-3, an abbreviated one, just like 30-some seconds. And the Ducks, they get through that 5-on-3, but the Kraken keep at it. Again, good pressure on the power play, great passing. Beniers cross ice over to McCann on the left side. He takes a step in, and a beautiful snapshot. We've got a tie game, 1-1, assist to Matty B and Justin Schultz there. Seattle dominating, 21 shots after that sloppy start to the game. So we go 5 minutes left in the first. Alexiak, and they go off for interference. Not the greatest first period for Jamie Alexiak there. Big rig. Gonna need him to step up this year. But they do. They kill the penalty. PK looked good. Power play looked good. Puck staying along the edges for the Ducks there. Nothing too dangerous. Kraken in the power play, in the period on the power play. It's going to carry over to the second. So they had that sloppy start. Good special teams coming through in the first. You love to see that. Again, Shane Wright on the fourth line. Not too much happening there. Just a few minutes there in the first for him on the ice. But he wasn't giving up any turnovers or things like that. So you know, could have been worse, obviously. Second period, we go 38 seconds in. Kraken on the power play, carried forward from the first period there. Burakovsky takes that pass from Dunn, steps into the circle with a laser, just goes top shelf, glove side. What a goal. That was impressive. Just a huge snipe. Burakovsky makes it 2-1. 15-15 left in the second there. Ducks take another penalty, Max Jones for tripping. And that Kraken power play gets another opportunity. They're working hard, cycling, puck high to low to get into the slot there. And Winberg with a little traffic. Bjorkstrand finds an opening, just kind of steps in, wires it top shelf again, making it 3-1, and things are going really good. Donato, I thought, did a good job there, digging the puck, kind of just extending the play. And do the Kraken suddenly have a good power play this year? I mean, I said I wasn't going to talk about the power play the first couple of weeks, but new guys stepping in, shots coming from all over the place. Bjorky, Berkey cashing in tonight. Love to see it. Anaheim trying to settle things a bit. You know, after that, Kraken kind of keep the pressure on, continuing to get some good rushes and shots on Gibson. We go all the way into the second, just under 3 minutes to go, and Donato takes a penalty. Ducks go on the power play. Kraken get a really good shorthanded chance, but they don't score, and then immediately after that, the Ducks, they go on transition, get that puck up the ice, 2-on-1, McTavish to Strome there, and they cut the lead to 1 goal. Minute 30 left in the second. That was a huge goal going into the third. And if the Kraken had been able to get that shorthanded, it could have been a huge difference maker, but that's not the way it went. So we go to the third period, right? And 17:50 left. We got a fight. We got Will Borgen dropping the mitts with Comtois. A good tilt. It definitely energized the team. 15:50 left. Schwartz with a shot from the far edge of the face-off circle there. Kraken keep with it. Matty Beniers kind of gets positioned in front of the net. Rebound comes right to him, and he puts it in. Good shot from Schwartz, and Beniers just ready there. Right spot, making it 4-2. Good, great positioning and ready on the rebound. 2-goal lead in the third for the Kraken. Things feeling good. Ducks kind of sensing the need to get some urgency going, though, and they start cycling pretty good at this point. About 10 minutes left in the third period. They come into the zone. They're cycling. Good chances. It comes out. They come right back in. Good, clean, quick entry. And the puck comes over high slot to Vetrano. Nice little snapshot. He goes blocker side and scores. It's 4-3 now. Kraken still have the lead, but they're kind of hanging on to it. And so we go a little further. 7:40 left in the game. Ryan Donato takes a penalty for holding. Ducks going to get that power play. And you just kind of got the sense like this is not good. Ducks enter on the power play. They get that, the good setup. They're moving the puck around pretty good point to point. It comes across there. Trevor Zegras on the sideboards, and he one-times the top shelf, tying the game 4-4. Pretty disappointing. Good shot. Good play there on the power play by the Ducks, but I'm not thrilled about it. 4:30 left in the third. Ducks, they take a penalty. Bjorkstrand gets held up. Kraken have all sorts of chances. Again, the power play looks really good tonight. Didn't get the breakthrough there. Huge credit to John Gibson. He comes up really big for the Ducks, stopping everything, keeping it 4-4 at the end of the game. I thought that could have been the difference. Again, that shorthanded chance and then that last power play for the Kraken definitely could have put them over the top, but it's not what happened. We go to overtime, and Adam Larsson gets that breakaway. Love seeing Adam Larsson get a big chance there. Gibson again with a huge save, and he actually passes it up the ice to Troy Terry, who goes backhand over Grubauer, just on the glove side there, and the Ducks win it 5-4. And we all feel pretty disappointed after this result. Not a whole lot to say as far as, how it feels to lose in overtime like that after having a pretty big lead early in the year, the first game. But that's the way it's going to go. And now you got to gather yourselves and you got to go into LA, and you're going to be tired, and you got to pick yourself up and see if you can get a win the next night. That's the way the league works. Kraken have a pretty favorable schedule as far as, the tempo and back-to-backs and things like that this year. So they're going to get put to the test here pretty early, but we'll see what they can do. I think they got a good shot. They got some good momentum. tomorrow going into LA. LA played last night and they lost to Vegas. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Let's take a few of your comments again here. Guys, thanks again for being on the stream. First regular season game, first regular season post-game stream for me tonight. Since I did a few in the preseason, but it's good to get back into the groove a little bit and chat with you guys throughout the evening on Twitter and here on YouTube too. So let's take a few comments here. We got Gunnar again saying, great power play tonight. I totally agree. And that's really good to see because, we saw last year with the Kraken, their power play was just terrible. The whole year, for being completely honest, they were not very good on the power play. And it was, Ty used to joke about this. That was when you would go, use the bathroom or grab a drink or something like that. But this year it's definitely more dynamic. I think they have some, definitely skilled players. They're moving the puck pretty well. I would say this, I'm a little worried about predictability with the one-timer and the way they're moving the puck over there on the sideboards. I feel like teams might start selling out on that a little bit, trying to block that shot, trying to block that one-timer. We'll see how it develops and evolves over the year. The first couple of weeks, I think, they're in a good place. They're moving the puck well, and that's what you want. Shots and good puck movement and aggressive, keep the puck in the zone and be aggressive throughout the power play. Ty saying here, Ducks expected goals 2.38, and we gave up 5. Yeah. Gibson showing how to steal a game. Big sad, laugh out loud. I know it's a bummer. Yeah. I was really hoping that I could start the season off, with a win on the post-game streams here, but didn't happen. Gunnar, checking in from Trondheim, Norway. Excellent. Thanks for jumping on the stream. That might be my first overseas viewer that's commented. So, for Gunnar Hulsted, thank you for jumping on the stream here. Great to have you along. Hope to see you back again. Keep this thing going. Ty with a few more comments here. 3 stars. He had Maddie, Burakovsky, and Bjorky. We have a rule here. We don't give stars to the other team. I think that's Brian's rule. I'd try to be fair about it, but that's just kind of that's how we go in the chat. We're not going to give stars to the other team. Ty also saying he's having Mariners flashbacks. Lost it at the last second. Yeah, that was a bummer the other day. I'm pretty dialed into the Mariners as well. So it's going to be a big weekend in Seattle, and I can't wait to be there for opening night on Saturday for the Kraken. The Mariners playing earlier in the day, going to be keeping track of that. So congrats, Mariners, for making the playoffs. First time in a long time, and we're all rooting for you to keep it rolling. Guys, thanks for jumping into the chat again tonight. Going to go through the game stats here, and then we're going to wrap up the stream. Got to get back at it tomorrow night, and we got Saturday coming up here. We're going to do a Morning Cup of Kraken stream on the channel, and then I'm going to be out there at Climate Pledge Arena in the building. So hit me up if you want. If you're out there, you see me in the concourse, say hi, all that good stuff. Hit me up on Twitter too. In the meantime, let's look again here at the game stats real quick. 48 shots on goal. And we only end up with 4 goals, which is good, but, you can't give up 5. It's kind of a bummer. Face-offs, Ducks had the edge there, 57%. But the bright spot, I thought, really for the Kraken, again, special teams. Power play looked good. Penalty kill looked pretty good. And that is definitely something they're going to have to lean on throughout the year if they're going to be more of an offensive team. They did, I like the looks that they got. I like seeing Schultz up there distributing the puck over to Matty B on the wing. Just the way things set up, I think it looks good. Oh, Gunnar saying, great job on the streams. Loved your quiz too. Yeah, thanks a lot. I try to keep it interesting here. Lots of different, segments. The post-game streams, Morning Cup of Kraken on the weekend sometimes. Enjoyed with coffee, of course, and a little bit of variety here and there. So yeah, appreciate that. So the Kraken, again, special teams, pretty good tonight. The giveaways, You know, they didn't have a whole lot of them, but they had them at bad moments. At the beginning of the game there, Lexiak behind the net kind of miscommunicated with Schultz, and then he whiffed on the backhand to send it around the boards. Ducks pounced on it. Can't have that. First game of the year, you know, 50 seconds in. Oh well. Shots by period. This kind of gives you a little bit of, you know, you see the flow here a little bit. So you had the Kraken just all over the Ducks in the first period, 20-10 on the shot clock. And the Ducks in the first period, 20-10 on the shot clock. And then they kept it going throughout, 13-8 in the second, 14-8 in the third. And John Gibson just stood tall for the Ducks, repelled everything throughout the night. Kraken power play had a lot of good chances. I feel like it could have been 6 or 7 goals for them, but he did a great job shutting it down, keeping the Ducks in the game, and they turned the tide when they needed to. Kraken kind of lost a little bit of attention to details defensively, took some penalties late. Just a few mistakes that really bit them tonight, I thought. But not too bad. You know, good start to the year. It's good to see some goals being scored. Last year, they didn't really score a whole lot. So I'm excited to see more goals being scored. Feel like they can clean it up defensively, get a better start in the first period. You're going to be fine. You're going to win some games. All right, guys. So that's going to probably wrap things up a little bit tonight. I'm going to take a quick look ahead here at the schedule, and then we're going to log out for the evening. Ty Jacobs saying Monday will be rad. Can't wait. Yeah, Ty's going to be there. I'm going to be there. I heard that Brian is potentially going to be there. So it's going to be good to meet up with everybody and grab a beer or something in the concourse. Hopefully see the Kraken win. We'll see. All right, so let's take a quick look at that schedule coming up here. The Los Angeles Kings tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Going to be another late one. I'm going to try to go post-game live, rapid reaction for that as well. Would love to have you guys jump back on the stream. And then Saturday at home, the home opener, Climate Pledge Arena against the Vegas Golden Knights there, 7 p.m. start. I will be in the building. I would love to hear from you guys. Hit me up on Twitter in the meantime, at Sasquatch NHL. Send me your pictures from the game. I will retweet them. I will like them. Love to engage with you guys on the socials. So thanks again for the support. I do appreciate it. After that, the Hurricanes on Monday. Like I said, I'll be out there for that one as well. Blues coming in on the 19th on Wednesday, 7 p.m. And then the Kraken head back out on the road against the Avalanche on the 21st there. And then they'll follow that up against the Blackhawks on the 23rd. So the schedule comes at you pretty quick here, getting right into season 2 for the Kraken. A lot of things to look forward to, and I think they're going to be better. Tonight didn't go the way we wanted to, but we got to stay positive, and I think the Kraken are definitely going to be better this year. A lot more scoring punch, a lot more talent, a lot more depth. So we just got to hang in there, let things kind of stabilize, and see how things go. So just a reminder, I'm going to be live tomorrow. That's Thursday, 10/13 on the calendar. Kraken going into LA to face Kings in the second game of the season. Kings coming off of that loss to the Vegas Golden Knights. Seeing if either team can bounce back here as we go. So I'll be live for that after the game. And then again, Saturday morning, tune in here on the channel for Morning Cup of Kraken. Get your day started right. We go around the league, we talk with some friends, and we set things up for the home opener, the Climate Pledge Arena. So can't wait to have you guys back here. If you haven't already, please hit that like, subscribe button, hit the alert button. That lets you know when I'm going live. I do appreciate the support. If you want to check me out on your podcast app, you know, Spotify, Apple, Google, all those platforms, my stuff is out there. Try to put the more audio-friendly episodes out there and interviews and such. So go check it out. And I appreciate the support. Make sure you review. Give me a few stars here or there. Let me know. Give me feedback. Always trying to improve the channel. So that's going to do it for tonight, you guys. The first rapid reaction stream for Season 2. I'm going to be back again tomorrow. I appreciate having you guys along. And we will talk again soon here on a stream, probably tomorrow night. We'll log in, hopefully after a win, okay? So have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.